Hello YouTube, my name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka Wakanda Snatch One, because I got playing around. As you can tell by the title of the thumbnail in the video, this is my WWE Raw review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you guys won't miss out every time I premiere a brand new video. Follow all my social media down below in the description, and go check out my WWE SmackDown review on highlights. And let's get started. Now, WWE Raw was a pretty good show for what it was. I already told y'all on my WWE SmackDown review on highlights. I already know what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. Alright, so let's get started. Now, WWE Raw was a pretty good show for what it was, and I give it a 6.5 out of 10. WWE Raw was live from Chicago, Illinois, All-State Arena. Commentary tonight with Michael Cole and Corey Graves. Then, Now, Forever Together. The WWE video leads us into a show. Video package. At WWE Night of Champions, Sami Zayn won the Undisputed WWE Champion over Cody Rhodes and Gunther this past Friday on SmackDown. Cody Rhodes beat Jey Uso in their number one contenders match and will face Sami Zayn for the title tonight. So they did advertise Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn on tonight on Monday Night Raw. Pre-show arrivals: Oba Family, the Judgment Day, and the World Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, are shown arriving at the All-State Arena earlier today. Undisputed WWE Champion Sami Zayn is shown arriving at the All-State Arena in convertible and greeting fans. Sami Zayn walks in and is met by Cody Rhodes. Sami Zayn says Cody Rhodes probably thinking that his title victory is a fluke and the Golden Boy is going to easily run through him to take back his title. Cody Rhodes says that is what he's thinking. Gunther then attacks Cody Rhodes from behind and hits him with a powerbomb through the table. Gunther says Sami Zayn is a disgrace to the championship and he is coming after him. Gunther then kicks a car door on Cody Rhodes' head. Cody Rhodes is bleeding from his ears as though the officials check on him. So he gets Seth Rollins' kickoff Monday Night Raw. And this segment right here, I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, this was a good segment by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring. Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring to a nice ovation. The crowd sings his song as he stands in the ring. Seth Rollins greets Chicago and welcomes him to Monday Night Raw. He is a visionary and a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins says he loves this building. A CM Punk chant picks up and Seth Rollins laughs. Seth Rollins says he gets that CM Punk is from Chicago and they need to get that out of their system. Seth Rollins couldn't care less about CM Punk. CM Punk isn't his business. Seth Rollins' business is the World Heavyweight Champion. His business is SummerSlam and getting back the title he never lost. His business is beating the tribal chief. His business is beating the OTC. His business is continuing to own Roman Reigns. I'm just going to say this, man. Roman Reigns is going to retain that SummerSlam. He's going to retain the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. It's going to happen at SummerSlam. But anyway, let me continue. An OTC champ picks up. Seth Rollins gives them some bad news. Roman Reigns isn't here tonight. Seth Rollins doesn't like it either, but he runs that play a million times. That just how it is. Roman Reigns didn't come here because he either didn't think it did anything to him to be here, or check wasn't big enough. That's just who Roman Reigns is and always has been. From day one, Roman Reigns has been the chosen one. Nobody wants to hold Roman Reigns accountable. The Shield debuted as a trio where there were three of them, but it was made abundantly clear that Roman Reigns was the chosen one. Roman Reigns was going to be on the marquee, the big star in the main event of the rest of WrestleMania, but it didn't matter that Roman Reigns couldn't cut a promo or wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag. It was always going to be Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins said Chicago has always been honest with him, so he'll be honest with them. It didn't sit right with them. It didn't sit right with him. There is a little boy in the front row. Seth Rollins doesn't know how old he is. Their parent says he's 9. They're another child. Seth Rollins was those boys. Seth Rollins sat in these stands. All he ever wanted to do his entire life was walk down the ramp, hold the microphone, getting in the ring, main event WrestleMania, and being the best star in the industry. Those were his dreams. To see them handed to someone else broke something in him. Every decision he made after that was in direct response to watching his dream has handed off to somebody he didn't think deserved it. When he broke up the Shield, it was to try to catch up to Roman Reigns. When he catches in during the WrestleMania main event, that was to stay close to Roman Reigns. That may sound petty, and it was, but he believed in his heart that if he put in the work and made the sacrifice, he could still achieve those dreams. Seth Rollins thought he was running the same race as Roman Reigns, but he was wrong. It occurred to him a few years back when Roman Reigns said something about him that changed everything. Roman Reigns admitted the fact that he worked 10 times less than Seth Rollins and made 10 times more than he did. The crowd lightly boos. Roman Reigns said that, with such bravo that it made him want to puke. It was never about the money for Seth Rollins, making billions and living in a mansion. For Seth Rollins, the reward was the work. It was the hustle. It was the grind. It was the ability to come and make something of yourself. Roman Reigns has to be him at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns needs to justify what he's been trying to prove to himself for the last 15 years. That is not a fraud. Seth Rollins needs to beat Roman Reigns at SummerSlam just as much because he needs to prove himself and his younger self that tough hard work, sacrifice, and dreams, you can still achieve greatness. LA Knight interrupts Seth Rollins and heads to the ring. LA Knight says Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are boring everyone to sleep with the same old trash. It's Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Yippee skippy. Seth Rollins has a great cheat code to talk about how great he is, and all of a sudden gets a title shot. LA Knight remembers a time when you had to win matches and tournaments to get a title shot. LA Knight said Seth Rollins lost in that first round of the King of the Ring tournament. LA Knight did as well, but he isn't making a claim to the World Heavyweight Championship just to Nazca God's sake. LA Knight mocks Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, asking what they're the greatest at. The crowd cheers for LA Knight and chants his name. LA Knight says he hasn't been here as long as Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is an icon man. Seth Rollins has had so many title opportunities, and LA Knight will never catch him. When business picked up, who was at the top? It wasn't Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns. LA Knight gives some credit to Cody Rhodes, but he also mentions that everyone was saying his name. LA Knight will give himself some flowers. LA Knight got cut off by the bloodline and the numbers with Seth Rollins. Then a little while later, he comes across Seth Rollins in the vision before getting cut off. getting cut off now. So Roman Reigns and the Bloodline are back trying to put him down, but you can't do it. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are great at holding guys like him down. They can't stop him. LA Knight will rise because he must rise. Seth Rollins smirks and asks if he's done, and LA Knight chant picks up. Seth Rollins says he doesn't like LA Knight, but he respects him. Seth Rollins respects him because he's a shining example of everything. He just describes LA Knight is hard work, grinding, hustling. Seth Rollins says LA Knight time will come, but he can't worry about him right now. Seth Rollins has to go to SummerSlam and get back a title that he never lost. When he gets the title back, LA Knight can step up to him and be the first person he puts in the dirt. Seth Rollins' music plays and he walks off. This was a very good promo by Seth Rollins and LA Knight. LA Knight shouts at Seth Rollins before turning into a super kick from Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso shouts at LA Knight before leaving the ring. They doing LA Knight so dirty, and that's all I gotta say. It's just sad they doing LA Knight so dirty. Alright, let's move on. Backstage segment. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is walking with Gunther. Adam Pearce is admonishing him. Gunther says Adam Pearce's decision has led him to this. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis comes up and yells at Gunther. Security kicks Gunther out. Gunther says Nick Aldis is a failed wrestler and general manager. Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis argue about taking a main event from SmackDown. World Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, head to the ring. They'll defend the titles against Braun Breaker and Austin Theory. Commercial break, gorilla position interview. Braun Breaker, Austin Theory, and Logan Paul are in a gorilla position with Jackie Redmond. She asks how much pressure they're feeling in this title match. Paul Heyman walks over and Jackie Redmond walks off. Paul Heyman says Braun Breaker didn't take out Seth Rollins. Austin Theory can't even take out Joe Hendry. Paul Heyman tells them to come back with something worthy of their wise man, or don't come back to him at all. Alright, so we get the World Tag Team Championship match. The Street Profits, Angel Dawkins, and Montez Ford versus the Vision, Braun Breaker, and Austin Theory are coming by Logan Paul. And this tag team match right here, this was a fun tag team match. But we already knew that Maxine was going to join the Vision. I already saw it coming. Braun Breaker starts against Montez Ford. Braun Breaker tackles Montez Ford into the corner and hits some shoulder thrusts. Austin Theory tags in and Braun Breaker hits Montez Ford with a standing moonsault. Austin Theory attacks Montez Ford, but Montez Ford fights back and drop kicks him down. Angel Dawkins tags in and takes Austin Theory down before slamming Montez Ford into him. Angel Dawkins picks up a 1 count. Austin Theory sends Dawkins into the ropes, but Dawkins hits a running back elbow for another one count. Braun Breaker tags in and sends him into the ropes, but he lowers his head and eats a kick. Angel Dawkins knocks Braun Breaker and Austin Theory away, but Braun Breaker soon hits the ropes at breakneck speed before hitting a shoulder tackle. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Braun Breaker and Montez Ford tag in. Montez Ford leaps over Braun Breaker and elbows Austin Theory down. Montez Ford tries to clothesline, but Braun Breaker doesn't go down. Montez Ford kicks him, but Braun Breaker blocks it and flips him over. Montez Ford lands on his feet and kicks him in the corner. Montez Ford kicks him away and comes off the top rope with a crossbody block for a 2 count. Braun Breaker quickly comes back with a pop-up power slam and tags Austin Theory in. Montez Ford knees Austin Theory in the face and tags Angelo Dawkins in. The Street Profits hit Austin Theory with a blockbuster Doomsday device. 1-2, Braun Breaker breaks it up. Braun Breaker grabs Montez Ford and hits a belly-to-belly suplex over the top rope to the floor. Angel Dawkins takes Braun Breaker out with a spinning avalanche and a kick to the head. Austin Theory attacks, but Angel Dawkins catches him with a silencer. Logan Paul tries to deliver some brass knuckles to Austin Theory, but the referee catches him. Logan Paul quickly tosses Braun Breaker a second set of brass knuckles. Braun Breaker puts them on, but Angel Dawkins punches him out of the ring. Montez Ford dives over the ring post and wipes out Braun Breaker with a somersault senton. Logan Paul gets on the apron to distract the referee, but Angel Dawkins grabs some brass knuckles. All of a sudden, Master Dupree gets in the ring and hits Angel Dawkins with a low blow. Austin Theory calls for the win. The winner by pinfall in your new World Tag Team Champions division. The Street Profits just won the World Tag Team Champions last week, so you made the Street Profits drop the tag team titles right back to the division of Austin Theory and Braun Breaker. I didn't even want Braun Breaker and Austin Theory to win tonight. The Street Profits should have retained the World Tag Team Champions, but Master Dupree joined the division. I already saw it's coming, and Master Dupree is gonna be the first. It's the first Paul Heyman girl. That's all I gotta say. The Vision celebrate with their newly World Tag Team Champions. Master Dupree then jumps onto Austin Theory's arms and kisses him. After seeing some replays of what happened, fireworks goes off. So Master Dupree is a Paul Heyman. It's a first Paul Heyman girl. I bet you nobody didn't even think of that. But anyway, WWE Trainers Room. The WWE Trainers is checking on Cody Rhodes, who looks desolated. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce comes in to check on him. The trainers can't clear him and wants more tests. So we go to backstage segment. WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Saruka is warming up for her title match against Raquel Rodriguez. So we go to commercial break. WWE Saturday Night's main event will be live from Madison Square Garden next Saturday. Replays of Paul Heyman Ultimatum are shown before we see footage of the Vision regaining the World Tag Team Champions. Backstage segment. The Vision is walking backstage with Maxine Dupree as Logan Paul hypes them up. Paul Heyman walks up to them and says, "That's the first set, but it's only the first step." Paul Heyman then says he's been too harsh. At least someone got something accomplished tonight. Austin Theory thanks him, but Paul Heyman says he was talking about Maxine Dupree. They get into an SUV and drives off. Akira Tozawa and Otis and Akira Tozawa come into the garage and are shocked by Master Dupree. Now, the look on Akira Tozawa and Otis' face was priceless. They can't believe Otis and Akira Tozawa can't believe that Master Dupree joined the Vision. Bro, it is what it is. I guess Akira Tozawa and Otis need to find someone else. That's all I gotta say. Replay last week on Raw. Io Scott tried to fight off the Judgment Day before being overwhelmed. The Judgment Day Clubhouse. Raquel Rodriguez is warming up as Women's World Champion Liv Morgan hypes her up. Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Jay Madonna and Roxanne Perez are also there. Raquel Rodriguez says she'll rip that title off Saruka's race. That title belongs to her. As you can tell by the face of Roxanne Perez, you know that Roxanne Perez is going to turn on Liv Morgan. I just want Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez to leave the Judgment Day at the same time. So that's all I gotta say. Anyway, WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Saruka heads to the ring. She'll defend the title against Raquel Rodriguez next. Commercial break. Next week on Raw, an Intercontinental Championship No More Contenders Gauntlet match will take place. All Ego, Ethan Page, Rusev, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Giovanni Evans, Joe Hendry, Chad Gable, and Dragon Lee will all compete. They should have did that tonight, but they want to announce it next week. So they are going to announce it next week. But anyway, backstage interview. Jackie Redman is backstage with the WWE Intercontinental Champion Penta. She asks about the Gauntlet match. Penta says he's excited for the Gauntlet match. Argue Ethan Page and Russo came up and taunt Penta about taking out Rey Mysterio. Dragon Lee warns them about Rey Mysterio. Russo says Dragon Lee better learn English or he'll crush him. He'll crush him too. Chad Gable walks over and asks if there's a problem. Ethan Page says he'll negotiate with Adam Pearce to set up a tag match. Penta tells them to go out with Penta tells them to go out with Seattle Metal. That's what I was trying to say. So we get the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Saruka versus Raquel Rodriguez. The referee was Jessica Carr. And this match right here, I ain't even gonna lie. This was a pretty good match in my opinion. They lock up and Raquel Rodriguez powers her into the corner. Raquel Rodriguez gives a clean break and smiles at her. They lock up again and Raquel Rodriguez powers her into the ropes. Saruka hooks a side headlock, but she can't take her down. Raquel Rodriguez quickly puts Saruka on the mat and tries to pin her, but Saruka bridges up. Saruka leaps onto the shoulders and rolls her up, but Raquel Rodriguez rolls through. Saruka goes for a monkey flip, but Raquel Rodriguez catches her and spins her onto the top rope. Saruka falls to the apron and goes for a slingshot, nearly missing the bottom rope. Raquel Rodriguez counters Saruka's attack and elbows away at her in the corner. Raquel Rodriguez goes for a long dart, but Saruka slides off. Saruka pulls the top rope down to get her out of the ring. Saruka comes off the second rope with a moonsault block to the floor, but she lands on her feet. When Raquel Rodriguez moves, Saruka fights her up and hits a corkscrew crossbody off the apron. Saruka rolls Raquel Rodriguez into the ring for a 2 count. Saruka goes for a springboard, but Raquel Rodriguez catches her. Saruka flips out of a chokeslam attempt, but Raquel Rodriguez clotheslines her down for a near fall. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Saruka hits a springboard crossbody block for a 2 count. Saruka gets to her feet, blocks some of Raquel Rodriguez strikes, and punches back at her. Saruka uppercuts her. Raquel Rodriguez reverses a whip, but Saruka shoulders her into the corner. Raquel Rodriguez sidesteps an avalanche, but Saruka catches her with a springboard missile dropkick. Saruka hits a shining whistle for a 2 count. Saruka goes to the top rope for a diving splash, but Raquel Rodriguez gets her knees up. Raquel Rodriguez big boots her down for a near fall. Roxanne Perez runs down to ringside area. Saruka knocks Raquel Rodriguez into the corner. Roxanne Perez gets on the apron to distract the referee. Saruka goes for a soul snatcher, but the women's world champion Liv Morgan grabs her foot. Raquel Rodriguez pulls Saruka down and hits a spinning side slam. 1-2. Saruka kicks out. Io Sky music hits and she comes off the barricade with a crossbody block on Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Io Sky then hits them with a moonsault, and Raquel Rodriguez is furious. Saruka hits Raquel Rodriguez with the Soul Snatcher for the win. The winner by pinfall, and you're still your WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Saruka. This was a pretty good match in my opinion. Video package last week on Raw: Brock Lesnar confronted Oprah Femi. Brock Lesnar low blows him and delivers an F5. Oprah Femi challenged Brock Lesnar to a match at SummerSlam, and Brock Lesnar accepts as long as it's a Hell in a Cell match. Oprah Femi says it's time to finish this. So I already got Oprah Femi winning at SummerSlam to beat Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell. That's all I gotta say. Paul Heyman is shown walking backstage. We hear from Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's advocate next. Commercial break. A video, a video package, a trailer for season 3 of WWE Unreal on Netflix. Paul Heyman addresses the Hell in the Cell match at SummerSlam. Paul Heyman is already in the ring, introducing himself as an advocate for the greatest combat fighter in history, Brock Lesnar. Tonight, he's here to talk about Overfemi, and Overchamp picks up. Overfemi comes into the WWE like he owns the joint, but he doesn't. Overfemi starters down to the ramp like he's king, like he's king school on until Brock Lesnar kicks him in his little Femi. The pain is nothing like the pain he'll suffer inside Hell in the Cell. Paul Heyman is cut off by an over chant. Paul Heyman says over Femi has expired. Brock Lesnar and compel the beast to emerge. Overfemi has motivated Brock Lesnar. Overfemi has made the greatest mistake of his life by accepting the challenge of Brock Lesnar. Overfemi isn't coming out of Hell in a Cell. There's no way and no way. There's no way and no how Brock Lesnar will destroy Overfemi inside Hell in the Cell. Paul Heyman goes to walk off, but he's stopped by Overfemi music. Overfemi gets in the ring and says Paul Heyman talks too much. Paul Heyman says Overfemi learned last week. Talk, you know what, get hit. Paul Heyman will talk facts and stay for the record. Does Overfemi know why Paul Heyman is viable? Paul Heyman stops people from making bad mistakes, not at WrestleMania. Overfemi proved to the entire world that Brock Lesnar is beatable. Then in Italy, Brock Lesnar proved that Overfemi is beatable to now come to trilogy match. We have to find out which one will become that unbeatable superstar. Let's examine who is stepping into the Hell in the Cell. Overfemi isn't stepping into Hell in the Cell with just anybody. He's stepping into Hell in the Cell with Brock Lesnar, and Overfemi chant fires up. Paul Heyman says Brock Lesnar was the UFC heavyweight champion of the world. Brock Lesnar destroyed the Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell in the match he invented. Brock Lesnar didn't just beat Undertaker once inside Hell in a Cell. He did it twice. Overfemi just isn't just stepping into a cage. That cell is the back. It's the back. It's a hold on. It's a Brocktagon inside Brocktagon. Brock Lesnar Brock Lesnar is the bringer of pain. Brock Lesnar is the mountain Overfemi can't climb. Only one man will leave SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell with a reputation intact. That is it truly the unbeatable superstar in the WWE. That man isn't a man at all. He's a beast named Brock Lesnar. The beatable one will be Overfemi. Paul Heyman tosses his microphone. Overfemi thinks about it and is in Overfemi chant picks up. Overfemi says Paul Heyman climbed Brock Lesnar show up last week after a week of calling him out and calling him names to a wall. He finally showed up. That shows that everyone. It says right here. I finally found it. I finally found it. Give me a second. Give me a second. It says right here. It says right here. Yeah, it says right here. It says right here. It says I finally found it. It says Oba family thinks about it as an Oba family chant picks up. Oba family says Parliament client Brock Lesnar shows up last week after a week of calling him out and calling him names to a ball. He finally showed up. That shows that every word Oba family said that got under his skin. Brock Lesnar has pretended that doesn't watch the show, but the fact that he showed up prove he does. Paul Heyman is here to do damage control, but he written checks that Brock Lesnar can't cash. Paul Heyman has been reduced to less than an advocate. He's just a month. He's just a mouth. That the thing about a mouth needs to be fed. But how can you feed if you have no head? That's why Paul Heyman is out here talking about Brock Lesnar's accomplishment against Randy Culture and the Undertaker, but they're no over family. Paul Heyman is scared and is doing damage control. Everyone knows when the end is near. This is the end. This is where the books close. This is Over Family versus Brock Lesnar inside Hell in the Cell, with a bigger stage is there to do it on than at SummerSlam in Minnesota in front of his friends. Over friends and family, wife and children. You have to walk through hell in order to get to heaven. Over family says. So tell your client I'll see him in hell. This was a good segment. With Over Family and Paul Heyman. Good segment with Over Family and Paul Heyman for all the criticisms about this company. They have done a phenomenal job with Over Family. Over Family has also more than rise to occasions. Hashtag WWE. This was a good segment between Over Family and Paul Heyman. Backstage interview. Jackie Redmond is backstage with Undisputed WWE champion Sami Zayn. The Chicago crowd boos him. She says Cody Rhodes is no longer able to compete tonight. Sami Zayn frames surprise and asks if that's true. Sami Zayn smiles boredly and disgustedness says that's terrible. That's terrible. CM Punk chant picks up, and they have their differences, but Sami Zayn says he's a good guy. Sami Zayn wanted to test himself against QB1. This never felt cursed from the beginning, so they can wait until SmackDown and see what the landscape looks like. Raw General Johnny Pierce walks over and says he promised Chicago a championship match. Adam Pierce says he still defended the title in the main event. It's official. We don't know who he is. We don't know who he'll defend against, and that's CM Punk. And Sami Zayn is not a main eventer, and that's all I gotta say. But Sami Zayn as undisputed WWE champion was like it's just potential. You know what I'm saying? Sami Zayn will always be a potential champion, and that's all I gotta say. Chad Gable heads to the ring. Commercial break. Video package. El Grande Americano appears at a World Cup match. So we get a tag team match. Chad Gable and Dragon Lee versus All Eagle Ethan Page and Rusev. And in this match right here, This was a decent tag team match for what it was, and that's all I have to say. Rusev and Ethan Page quickly attack Dragon Lee and Chad Gable before the match starts. Rusev stuns Dragon Lee in the corner and tags Ethan Page in. Ethan Page stuns Dragon Lee, but Dragon Lee fights back. Ethan Page quickly sends him into the ropes and connects with a boot to the face. Ethan Page talks trash to Dragon Lee and tags Rusev in. Rusev hits 2 vertical suplex as a Rusev Day. Champ picks up. Dragon Lee fights back, knocking Ethan Page off the apron before ducking Rusev. Chad Gable tags in and hits Rusev with a pair of German suplexes. Rusev elbows him away, but Chad Gable hits him with an over belly to belly suplex. Ethan Page meets the same fate. Chad Gable blocks a Machka kick and applies an ankle lock. Ethan Page runs over, but Chad Gable hits him with a back body drop. Ethan Page is knocked into the corner. Rusev pulls Ethan Page out of the ring to save him. Chad Gable launches Dragon Lee over the top rope with their plancha onto Rusev and Ethan Page. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, we see Rusev taking it to Chad Gable with a stiff short arm clothesline. Chad Gable soon fights off Rusev and Ethan Page. Rusev stops Chad Gable from tagging, but Chad Gable hits him with a DDT. Dragon Lee and Ethan Page tag in. Dragon Lee hits Rusev with a baseball slide before kicking Ethan Page in the corner. Dragon Lee super kicks Rusev from the apron before hitting a slingshot corner drop kick on Ethan Page. Dragon Lee hits a tornado DDT on Ethan Page hits a tornado DDT on Ethan Page before putting him on the top rope. Dragon Lee kicks Ethan Page into the tree of woe and hits a double stomp to the chest. 1-2 Rusev breaks it up with a chop to the chest. Rusev and Ethan Page goes for a double team suplex on Dragon Lee, but Chad Gable catches him. Chad Gable hits Ethan Page with a angle slam. Rusev hits Chad Gable with a Machka kick. Dragon Lee rolls Rusev up for a 2 count. Dragon Lee hits a snap German suplex and kicks him. Dragon Lee comes off the top rope. Rusev slams him down. Rusev hits a Machka kick before applying the accolade for the submission. The winner by submission, All Ego Ethan Page and Rusev. This was a decent tag team match, what it was. Rusev refused to release the hold, so Chad Gable grabs Rusev and deadlifts him, but Ethan Page attacks him from behind. Rusev puts an accolade on Chad Gable as Ethan Page punches away at him. Joe Hendry runs down for the save. Rusev rocks Joe Hendry with a forearm, but Joe Hendry pulls the top rope down to get him out of the ring. Joe Hendry hits Ethan Page with a follow-away slam before turning for a camera. Joe Hendry grabs Ethan Page, but Rusev takes him out with a Machka kick. Ethan Page hits an all Eagles flex on Joe Hendry. Before Rusev applies an accolade, WWE officials run down to pull Rusev off him. Rusev won't let go and only does when he's ready. Not of a tag team match with Rusev and Ethan Page going over Dragon Lee and Chad Gable. It never really got out of first gear. Hashtag WWE Raw. WWE Money in the Bank is coming to New Orleans on October 10th. Early access tickets go on sale this week. Replay last Monday on Raw. LA Knight took out the Usos after Solo Sikoa attacked them first. Earlier tonight, Jimmy Uso super kicked LA Knight. Parking lot garage. Jackie Redmond runs after Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso says it's time for him to step up for the bloodline. LA Knight comes over to attack, but Jacob Bartu blindside him, leaving LA Knight lying in the parking lot. Bro, WWE is doing LA Knight so dirty, bro. I'm like, wow. WWE is doing LA Knight dirty. But anyway, backstage segment. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is trying to get in touch with someone. So we go to commercial break. Video package. An emotional Bayley talks about her friendship with Lyra Kira. After all the heartbreak she went through, she trusted Lyra Kira. Lyra Kira used it all against her. Bayley doesn't understand why she couldn't have an honest conversation with her. Bayley wants Lyra Kira to meet her face to face next week. Alright. Next week on Raw from Dallas, we get Brock Lesnar returns to Raw. WWE Intercontinental Champion No One Contenders Gauntlet match. Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez. World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns returns to Raw. Alright. Backstage segment. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is on his phone when SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis walks over. Adam Pearce reminds him that he's on administrative leave. Nick Aldis says he placed a successful phone call and has a replacement to face Sami Zayn for the title. That superstar is in the building. Nick Aldis says, "You're welcome." So he was talking about CM Punk. Backstage segment. Undisputed WWE Champion Sami Zayn is walking backstage, ready for the main event. Commercial break. Vantex Fest NYC is coming on July 16th through July 19th. Like I already said, that Sami Zayn as undisputed WWE champion, well, he was always have a traditional champion. Sami Zayn will always be a traditional champion, and that's all I'm gonna say. So we go to commercial break. All right, video package. So we go to video package. JD McDonough says he's going to end Danhausen's Cinderella story as Saturday night's main event. Dirty Dominic Mysterio says Danhausen can make it right by uncursing JD McDonough and giving them the money. JD McDonough will battle Danhausen next week on Saturday night's main event. Undisputed WWE champion Sami Zayn makes his way to the ring. A CM Punk chant fires up as Sami Zayn waits for his opponent. Sami Zayn's mystery opponent is CM Punk. You already know that Chicago crowd was what you know what I'm saying. Chicago crowd went crazy that CM Punk showed up. The garage door opens. The garage door opens, and the second City Saint is standing there. CM Punk walks into the Allstate Arena as the crowd loudly cheers. CM Punk music hits and he goes through the grill position, past Michael P.S. Hayes, and makes his entrance. And I already know that there's a lot of CM Punk haters, a lot of people that don't like CM Punk, but I know there's gonna be a lot of CM Punk haters. So that's all I gotta say. So we get the main event of the evening. So we get the undisputed WWE champion Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. Now, all jokes aside, Sami Zayn really put up a good fight against CM Punk. So, in this main event match right here, I ain't even gonna lie to you, this was a good main event match, what it was. But Sami Zayn really did put up a good fight. But I did not expect that Sami Zayn was going to drop the title to CM Punk just like that with a snap of the finger. But Sami Zayn won the undisputed WWE Championship at Night of Champions. But WWE made Sami Zayn drop the title to CM Punk. So this setting this up for CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. But anyway, this was a good main event. This is CM Punk's first match since losing the World Heavyweight Championship to Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 42. The crowd is loud for CM Punk. This is 15 years that CM Punk has won the undisputed WWE champion. But anyway, the bell rings and CM Punk goes to ringside area to give his shirt to a kid. CM Punk gets in the ring and they lock up. CM Punk hooks a side headlock, so Sami Zayn whips him off CM Punk shoulder tackles Sami Zayn down. Sami Zayn hooks a side headlock and backs him into the ropes before chopping his chest. They lock up again, and CM Punk backs him in the corner. CM Punk shoulders Sami Zayn in the midsection before chopping him and hitting a snap mirror. CM Punk then chops Sami Zayn on his back. Sami Zayn quickly tackles CM Punk into the corner and hits a shoulder thrust. CM Punk climbs the second rope for 10 punches, but CM Punk counters with an inverted atomic drop. CM Punk gets him in the corner and starts up the 10 punches. Sami Zayn slips under the 10th and punches him in the apron. Sami Zayn knocks CM Punk to the floor. Sami Zayn sets up for a dive, but CM Punk pulls him out of the ring and bounces him off the apron. CM Punk then gets in the ring and hits Sami Zayn with a suicide dive. CM Punk pulls as the crowd goes wild for him. Commercial break. Back from the break, Sami Zayn is punching away at CM Punk on the mat. Sami Zayn cuts off the middle rope with a double axe handle for a 2 count. Sami Zayn applies a weird chin lock to wear down CM Punk. CM Punk fights up and sets up for go to sleep, but Sami Zayn slides off. CM Punk hits a pair of clotheslines before sending him into the ropes for a spinning heel kick. CM Punk connects with a running knee in the corner. Sami Zayn avoids a bulldog, but CM Punk fires back with a swinging neck breaker for a 2 count. CM Punk signals for the end and goes for a GTS, but Sami Zayn slides off. Sami Zayn goes for a blue thunder bomb, but CM Punk elbows out. CM Punk applies a hammerlock before hitting a vicious lariat for a near fall. The crowd chants CM Punk's name as he goes to the top rope, but Sami Zayn cuts him off with a punch to the midsection. Sami Zayn climbs to the second rope and clubs CM Punk's back. Sami Zayn pulls him onto the top rope and hits a picture perfect superplex. Both men are down as we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. We return from the final break of the evening to see both men still down. They collide shortly before returning from the break. They trade punches from their knees before CM Punk gets to his feet and takes it to the Undisputed WWE Champion. CM Punk counters a Sami Zayn comeback with a GTS attempt. Sami Zayn slides out and goes for a blue thunder bomb, but CM Punk fights it off. CM Punk boots him in the face, sending him to the corner for a high knee. Sami Zayn counters a bulldog into a blue thunder bomb for a near fall. Sami Zayn pulls CM Punk to his feet and talks some trash before going for an exploder into the corner, but CM Punk elbows and knees him. CM Punk connects with a high knee to the face that follows up with a bulldog. CM Punk quickly heads to the top rope and hits a Macho Man flying elbow drop for a near fall. CM Punk grabs Sami Zayn's arm and applies an anaconda vice. CM Punk catches it in, cranking on Sami Zayn's head. Sami Zayn saves himself by grapevine CM Punk's head to break the hold. CM Punk grabs Sami Zayn's leg for a sharpshooter, but Sami Zayn kicks him away. CM Punk quickly grabs him for a GTS, but Sami Zayn slides off, drops down, and rolls him up with the same way he did to Cody Rhodes at Night of Champions 1-2. CM Punk barely kicks out. As CM Punk champ picks up, and CM Punk and Sami Zayn exchanging punches before CM Punk goes for go to sleep. Sami Zayn slides off and hits CM Punk with a go to sleep 1-2. CM Punk kicks out. CM Punk holds his mouth as Sami Zayn gets to his feet and signals for the end. Sami Zayn goes for a haluva kick, but CM Punk intercepts and hits an exploder suplex into the corner. Sami Zayn Sami, Sami Zayn suplex into the corner. Sami Zayn own signature move. CM Punk teases a haluva kick, but Sami Zayn intercepts him with another GTS. Sami Zayn follows it up with a blue thunderbomb. 1-2. CM Punk kicks out, and Sami Zayn is stunned. Sami Zayn talks trash to CM Punk, cautiously slaps him in the face several times. CM Punk lip is bleeding as he gets to his feet and leans his head against Sami Zayn. CM Punk starts punching Sami Zayn before sending him into the corner for a high knee. Sami Zayn shoves him off and goes for a haluva kick, but CM Punk moves. CM Punk hits Sami Zayn with the haluva kick, followed by his GTS 1-2 and new champion. The winner by pinfall and your new undisputed WWE champion, CM Punk. This was a good main event match, what it was, but poor Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn deserves much better. But Sami Zayn title reign, I wish Sami Zayn title reign was longer, but it didn't happen. So this match is setting up for SummerSlam between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk for the undisputed WWE champion. Alright, CM Punk looks down at the defeated Sami Zayn before popping up and taking the undisputed WWE championship. CM Punk with his mouth blooded smile at the camera and pose as the fireworks goes off. Sami Zayn sits at ringside and looks sadly up at the ceiling. CM Punk takes the title, runs over to the barricade, blows a kiss to the camera like he did at Money in the Bank in 2011, and leads through the crowd. CM Punk pose in mid of sea of humanity as the show ends. Let me read the quick results for Raw. Let me go over the quick results. Division, Braun Breaker and Austin Theory defeated the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford to win back the World Tag Team Champions by the help of Maxine Dupree. So the Maxine Dupree is the first Paul Heyman girl. That's all I gotta say. Saruka defeated Raquel Rodriguez to retain the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Argo, Ethan Page, and Rusev defeated Chad Gable and Dragon Lee, and with a submission in a tag team match. And CM Punk defeated Sami Zayn to become your new undisputed WWE champion. And WWE Raw goes off the air. All right, let me give my honest opinion. Yeah, let me give my honest opinion what I think about Let me give my honest opinion what I think about WWE Raw. Now, WWE Raw was a pretty good show for what it was, and I give that show a 6.5 out of 10. But Sami Zayn will always be a transitional championship. But Sami Zayn won the undisputed WWE Championship at Night of Champions to make Sami Zayn drop the title to CM Punk on Monday Night Raw. But poor Sami Zayn, like I said, man. But congrats to CM Punk. It's been 15 years ever since CM Punk lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42. CM Punk cut 2 promos on Cody Rhodes. And now CM Punk is your new undisputed WWE Championship. And I know there are some CM Punk fans are happy, and I know there are some CM Punk haters out there. But anyway, it is what it is. This setting up a match against Cody Rhodes against CM Punk at SummerSlam for the undisputed WWE champion. And there was rumors that Randy Orton was going to show up, but it didn't happen. But I know that Randy Orton is going to get 15. It's coming. So that's all I got to say from here. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club, Bullet Squad. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch for some Mortal Kombat collection live on Twitch. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and all stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club, Bullet Squad. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too Sweet Gang. And I will see you guys on my upcoming world premiere for my WWE Raw review on highlights at around 5 o'clock a.m. on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications right away. I see y'all watching my videos, but people still keep unsubscribing to me. Why? That is unacceptable. I am a hardworking person that puts a whole lot of work into my content. I deserve way more subscribers on YouTube. So I need all my real supporters and all the newcomers to subscribe to my channel right now, because I'm on the road to 11K. I busted my back off for this, and I deserve 11K because my community believes in me. And that's all I gotta say. Continue to watch my videos, comment, and share my videos, and don't unsubscribe to me. And that's all I gotta say. Subscribe to my channel. That just much is important. I'm on the road to 11K. I'm trying to grow on here. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting in a whole lot of work into my content, and I'm not here to give up. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to continue to keep pushing myself to get better and better. I will not give up, and I'm not quitting. Quitting is not an option. I'm going to grind, and that's all I gotta say from here. So help me get to 11K subscribers, please. And that's all I got is, and that's all I'm asking. And I need y'all help to get me to 11K subscribers. I'm so sick and tired of people unsubscribing to me for no reason. Because all you gotta do is full watch the entire video from all the way from the beginning towards the end. I don't care if you watch a 3-minute or 5-minute video of my WWE Raw review and highlights. But take the time of your day and night to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I got a big dreams like everybody else. And I'm going to chase it, that 11K subscribers. And I know that my boy Bobby is watching right now, because I saw Bobby at Showstopper Live Stream TV on Twitch. So Bobby, if you're watching this video, spread the word to everybody and tell your friends and family that I'm on the road to 11K subscribers. So Bobby, shouts to you, and everybody else that's from my YouTube community, Twitch community, shouts to you. Shouts to everybody. But enough of me yapping. I'm about to go edit this video. I'm going to premiere it. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club, little squad. Too Sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too Sweet. Gang. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch for some more comment collection. Stay Too Sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too Sweet. Gang.